What's going on? It's No Name afternoons on KFOG from 3 to 7. Soundwave's Christmas TV special. How awesome is this? Thanks for watching. And I want to take a quick second and tell you about a great local charity that helps combat hunger right here in the Bay Area. It's called Waste No Food. It's actually an app that was developed by a 12-year-old. It's been around for 8 years, so he's a little bit older now. And what it does is it takes wasted food and gets it in the hands of people that are hungry. Believe it or not, restaurants, grocery stores, they waste about a third of all their food. The app basically vets out local charities that feed the hungry and gets the food to them so people get full stomachs and aren't hungry. So maybe you work at a local grocery store, maybe you work at a local restaurant and you want to get involved with Waste No Food. You can get more details at soundwavestv.com. So check it out and thanks for watching.
Mike No Name Nelson. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant No Name, who comes to you from KFOG. And yeah, Waste No More is a very, very cool nonprofit, and that's the thing. We love shining the light on people like Kieran who are just moving the needle because they go, people are hungry. Let's make an app for that. Restaurants have leftover food. Done. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do to help somebody in need.
That's one of the things that we're talking about. That's kind of like the whole come together theme that we've got, because it's find a way for you to help other people, whether it is trying to find a charity that you can get involved with or start your own like Kieran did. I mean, it's really a matter of finding a need and filling it. How about a pair of socks?
Right.
You know, which to us seems like a pretty basic thing, but
Sure.
if you're a homeless person and you're wearing the same pair of socks for a week or a month or 6 months or a year, there's all kinds of things that go on with that we don't even think of, but it ends up being a big medical issue for people like that.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that, because one of the other things we talk about on the show, and you just said that there's a lot of things we don't think about. And one of the things we don't think about are what people are going through. You know, we see them, we go, hey, how you doing, Bob? You know, how are the kids? But we don't stop to think, because we're not privy to their lives, what's going on. That's why the subject of mental health is a really important one in entering the conversation.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of people, they say that, well, depression is a real issue over the holidays and stuff. And statistically speaking, maybe not as much, but there's more of a light that's shown on it then. So if somebody is having a hard time over the holidays or any time throughout the year, and see, that's one of the things with Soundwave's Christmas. So let me just say this for a second, because we shine a light at Christmas time during the holidays. You know, we want kids to have toys under the tree. That's a big thing for me. So that's why, you know, we have firefighter Santa come down here and all that. But the need is there year round. It's important to be able to be there for your neighbor, to come together to help people all year round. And it's great that we take this time of the year to kind of laser focus in on it. But what we hope that you take away from all of this is people need help, not just today, not just tomorrow, but all year long. And so it's not after on December 26th, you can just go on with your merry life, because maybe you do, maybe I do, but everybody else, maybe they don't.
We've been touched by this personally on this show. We've lost members of our Soundwaves family to suicide. And we've all been touched by this. And our good friend Brian Copeland at KGO, comedian, funny guy. But the thing is, Brian has been touched by depression as well. He had his own struggles, and he's done something incredible to change the conversation. He turned his experiences with grief and depression into a one-man play called The Waiting Period that he performed for free all year long. He launched a GoFundMe page, and he basically raised enough money so he could just do it, and people could spot those signs. People came up to him and said, I never thought of that. That's amazing. And I was able to identify that behavior in my brother or husband or somebody. So give it up for Brian, everybody, for changing the conversation and calling attention to something so important, you know?
And one of the great things about what Brian has done as well, I mean, he's got the one-man show. He puts that performance out there. So, yes, for the people that go see his performance and can be affected by it, that's great. But he's also written a book.
Right.
And while a lot of people might take an opportunity to create a book and then turn around and sell it to make money, Brian gives his book up for free.
Yeah.
You can actually go to briancopeland.com. His book is available, and all you need to do is pay for postage.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You get the book for free. All you got to do is pay for postage, and that way you can learn from him, learn from his experiences. And it's a great opportunity, thanks to Brian, to be able to really kind of peel back the layers a little bit to find out what makes this sort of stuff happen, how it ticks, and what you can do to help people.
Well, if you go to soundwavestv.com, all the links are going to be there. Just look for Brian's name. There's going to be a video from last year's Christmas show with him detailing his own experiences, and there'll be a link to where you can get a copy of his book, The Waiting Period. And again, give it up for Brian Copeland for doing that, because what an amazing thing.